Good morning everyone. I am going to do some simple nail art. I've been asked to show some girls in my nail group how you do love hearts with a dotting tool, because obviously Valentine's Day is rapidly approaching, and if you're completely rubbish at hand painting like me, the dotting tool is a very handy little piece of equipment to have. And I've gone ahead already and done 2 coats of Cityscape on my Colourpop. Now I'm purely using these colours so that they show up really well on video, and I've decanted some Wildfire onto my tile. My tile is just from a hardware store, and my dotting tools are from various places. You can get them from a normal craft store like in Australia, like Spotlight or Lincraft, or any of the like Riot Art and Craft, which is seriously not focusing. Anyway, it's a metal ball on the end of a nice long handle, various different sizes. I'm going to use the smaller end of the C&D one. And to make the heart, you focus the camera and you put a nice healthy blob of colour onto your Colourpop, onto your stylus or dotting tool, and you make a dot. And then you get another one and you do a dot next to it, and just make sure there's plenty of shellac in your dot, because you actually have to drag these. Okay, so after you've got your 2 dots, you literally don't press too hard, you just drag your colour and then drag the colour from the other dot, and you have a heart with a weird little tail on it. And you can then very lightly go over it and neaten it up a bit. Now obviously that tail's not supposed to be there, but my Wildfire's old and it's a little bit gluggy no matter how much I shake. So you can just neaten it up, and it's kind of lopsided, but you get the general idea. Now I'm just going to use another colour that's a little bit thinner, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done another heart, slightly bigger, and I'm just going to do a small one on the other side. So I've got a same size dotting tool, nice healthy amount of shellac on my dotting tool, and a nice dot, another nice healthy dot of shellac on my dotting tool. Do them next to each other and then just drag it down, so you've got your little wonky heart. So there's 3 hearts. Now if you make a mistake like I did and dribble the shellac, I've just got a little bit of cotton pad soaked with isopropyl alcohol. Pop your brush in, and now I've said this, I'll probably wreck it, and just, yep, there you go, I've wrecked it. Told you I would. So you can just neaten up, technically. So you can clean up any mistakes you've made with this is probably completely the wrong brush, but it's the first brush that I had. So you can just clean up, and you can also neaten up your heart. If your heart is a bit lopsided like mine are, if you've got a brush soaked in isopropyl alcohol, you can just drag it up the sides and see how neat that line is now. And okay, so I'm just going to flash cure this for 10 seconds in the lamp. It won't be a sec. Okay, so I've flash cured that, and I've added a few little dots with my dotting tool. So you've got some leftover shellac, don't waste it. If you think you can add something without overcrowding your nail, you can just get a little bit more shellac on your dotting tool and literally just add a few tiny little dots, and just a few little tiny dots really makes the nail look pretty. And so that's a couple of simple ideas, and I'll be back in a second with another one. Okay, so I've cheated a bit just to get a few flowers on here just to show you. And I know the one on the left hand side looks like a strange blob, but I'm going to show you how to make that better if you do a strange looking flower. Desert Poppy of my dotting tool, and I'm going to do 5 dots. So here's the first one. They don't have to be massive, it depends on what size flower you want, and just remember, the more you put on, the more chance that the shellac will wrinkle. So I've got my 5 dots. Now I'm going to drag them all into the centre, so you get the look of petals. So there you go, and I'm just going to cure that for 10 seconds. Okay, so I've cured that for, just flash cured it for 10 seconds, and I'm going to put a little bit of sun bleach as the centre for these, and I'm using a small dotting tool, or medium dotting tool. Don't put too much on, you just want to get a little hint of yellow. So these weird ones that look a bit amoeba-y will look a little bit better in a sec. So just a tiny little dot. Which I don't really think there's that much hope for that one, it still looks weird. The ones that are open dots that haven't been joined together in the middle, just put a nice healthy, you can sort of fill it in a bit. And it doesn't matter that these are a bit lopsided, they still look really cute, they look really effective on the nail. And clients love them if they just want something simple. You can just do one on the corner of a nail, or you can do a whole load like I've done, maybe not quite as many as this because it looks a bit weird, but you get the general idea. Okay, now I'm just going to cure that for 2 minutes, and I'm going to just show you how to add a bit of detail. Okay, so I've cured for 2 minutes, and I have put some Serene Green and Sage Scarf on a tile. Now, I know you're not supposed to mix them, but I'm going to, just to give me the right colour green that I want. So I'm just mixing my brush. I don't want it too pale, I don't want it too dark, so I'm just doing a bit of both. And I'm just going to pick a flower, this one will do. I'm just going to do some little leaves. Just tiny, tiny hint of green. And I'm just hand painting with a little tiny, tiny indigo master art brush in 004. So just to get a little green leaf shape. Anybody can do this. You don't have to, I mean, I cannot hand paint to save my life, hence there's an inordinately large amount of dotty type nail art on my page, or stamping. So anybody can do this, it really is easy, and don't be afraid to try. And I'm just going to do another one this side, just to match it up. Actually, I might do 3 of these, so we'll do one here. So just, I'm hardly touching, literally just so light, I'm literally barely getting any colour on, because I don't want a big blob of green so it looks weird. I'm also holding my breath while I'm painting, which is slightly weird. So I might just leave that at 2. So you've got your little leaves, and you can do that on all of them, or if you really wanted to do something a little bit different, you could probably, what else could we do? You could probably do a stem on one of them. Let's try this weird wonky one. So I'm just going to paint the stem, barely touching, and just a couple of little, that was a bit daft, but you get the general idea. Just a couple of little leaves, so that you've got a little bit of detailing on. Okie doke, I will cure this, and I'm going to do another simple nail art in a second. Okay guys, so I couldn't help myself and I went and added some more green leaves, and if you can excuse the strange looking one just there, we'll just cover that one up. Just adding a few little tiny leaves, it really is quite effective if you pick your colours right, and it's so easy to do. And there's my heart one, which I didn't do them as neat as I could do, so you can tidy them up with a brush, you can add dots, you could add little swirls with a tiny little detail brush, but these are really, really simple ideas. Now, I did say just now I was going to do some more simple nail art, but I tend to waffle, so I'm actually going to do them in another video. Otherwise, this video is going to be like 3 hours long. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Please click a thumbs up if this helped. Please also subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And yeah, great. And look out for another video. Thanks.